So table 5.7 is a table of the major pathogenic protozoan organisms, what infections they cause, and then primary sources, or where do you primarily find these organisms. So within your amoebas, remember your amoebas have those false feet, we have organisms like Entamoeba histolytica, and it causes what's called amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is an infection caused by an amoeba. We find this in mostly human contaminated or water and food sources. So your reservoir is what organisms carry, it's humans, and we find this in contaminated food and water. Another protozoan, and one we hear about quite often in the news, that causes a brain infection, or there's two of them. One of them is Naegleria, and this is one we hear in the news all the time, Fowleri, or the brain-eating amoeba. Acanthamoeba is another genus that causes brain infections. They're both free-living in water. Naegleria fowleri is an organism that causes inflammation of the meninges. It causes something we abbreviate in terms of disease as PAM. Primary amoebic, sorry about that, meningoencephalitis. And I want to abbreviate encephalitis. So primary amoebic encephalitis, it causes inflammation of meninges. Ciliated protozoan, something that causes balantidiasis, is Balantidium coli. It is zoonotic, so that means it can pass from animals to humans, and it's found in pigs. Your flagellated protozoans, giardiasis is a major one, Giardia lamblia being one of the major organisms. It too is zoonotic, so it can pass from animals to humans. So specifically, one of its major reservoirs are things like bears and beavers. And it's found in contaminated water and food. It's fecal contaminated. This is what you find in things like mountain streams when you don't decontaminate or boil your water. You run the risk of getting giardiasis. Trichomoniasis is a common infection. Trichomoniasis, there's Trichomonas hominis and Trichomonas vaginalis. It's all human. Your hemoflagellates, heme means blood. So hemoflagellates have flagella, and they're found in the blood. So trypanosomiasis is caused by an organism called Trypanosoma brucei, and there's actually two subspecies of that. And Trypanosoma cruzi, and we'll talk about those in a minute. They have their own slides. Zoonotics, they've crossed from animals to humans. And they're vector-borne. They're carried by things like mosquitoes or another insect, depending on the species. Leishmaniasis is caused by the Leishmania genus, and there's several in there. Your apicomplexes, remember apicomplexes have those very complicated life cycles. Malaria is a major one. Malaria is caused by the genus Plasmodium. And there's three different species within Plasmodium. Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, and Plasmodium malariae. So the major reservoir for malaria, so where we're going to mostly find it, it's in human, and it's carried by mosquitoes. Toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasma gondii is zoonotic and vector-borne. Cryptosporidiasis, Cryptosporidium. And then cyclosporiasis, another one that we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on.